For the sake of keeping the video as short as possible, I won't get into the details of each creator that I recommend. However, I will mention some as honorable mentions at the end of the video. If you see them on the screen, I highly recommend them. But the best review of a game is the gameplay itself. Regardless of what reviewers say, if you like what you see from the gameplay, that's all that really matters. But also keep in mind that some of the best reviewers have gotten it wrong. Often, even the best of them will give a game a review score that's low, only for those games to go on later to get higher user scores. So don't make your final decision based on reviews. Also, there will be reviewers who will give Starfield a bad rating just because it's an Xbox exclusive. In fact, there's one particular reviewer that's so popular I'm not going to say his name because I'm sure that someone who looks at this video may be a fan of his, and I don't want to get too far away from the subject of this particular video. The particular creator that I'm referring to is one that I've watched and trusted for years. However, he decided to go on a console exclusive campaign, meaning against console exclusives, but that was only after he discovered that Starfield was going to be an Xbox exclusive. As a gamer who is against exclusives myself, I thought it was rather strange that after watching him for all of these years that he would suddenly care so much about exclusives. For years, I watched this guy bathe PlayStation exclusives in tons of well-deserved accolades without even so much as mentioning the fact that they were exclusive, much less saying something negative about the fact that they were exclusive. So look, enough on that. Let's get into the sources that I do recommend. The famous Mr. Matty Plays will tell it just like it is. He's probably playing the game right now as I'm speaking because he did indeed receive a review code. I can't say for sure because of the embargo, which is set to expire on August 31st. Unless he has a great poker face, he seems to be enjoying the game. After playing for a few hours, he stated that he was having a particularly good day.
Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today. I hope all of you are doing absolutely fantastic. I'm having a particularly very good day today. I will get into why, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's not delay any further. There's a ton of Starfield information to get into, so we'll dive straight in. If you're new here and you're into Starfield news, information, conversation, or a preview, review, impressions, consider subscribing.
Matty's body language and mannerism seems to indicate that he's pleased with his Starfield experience. I watched the entire video and Matty did not mention any other reason that he was having a great day. In a totally separate video, Matty also expressed his belief that Starfield will be a part of his channel for a very long time.
Wanted to make this video for almost a year now, and it feels so rewarding to be sitting down recording it. So not only is it the end of an era for certain coverage here on the channel in a more, I guess, figurative sense. We're going to continue to talk about Starfield for a long, long while, but if I could draw a comparison, one that many of you were totally cool with and really enjoyed, Elden Ring. Elden Ring was such a massive game, and I expect Starfield to be equally as massive, that I put about 50, 60 hours into Elden Ring and made my impression / preview at the time of the embargo lifting, and then there was the final verdict video I did when I put 100+ hours into the game.
IGN's Ryan McCaffrey played the game a long time ago, and like Matty, it was on the Series X. Here's what he had to say about his experience.
Another save file and kind of jumped along a couple times, but still really, really early. So I'll go to you guys first to let you ask me some stuff, and then we've got some community questions teed up as well. So, Destin, was it good? Was it good? Yeah, no, what I will honestly say is, I don't know about you guys, but what I got from the Direct, which I also had I had a chance to watch the Direct before playing it and talking to Todd so that I could prep better questions for Todd. And what I got from the Direct was that this game is like absolutely, the scale and scope of it's insane. And from what little I got to play it for myself, that absolutely comes across. Like, I think people are going to be playing this game for actual years. Yeah, like, no joke.
Paris from Kinda Funny Games has also been playing the game, and besides being in good spirits, it wasn't that long ago he stated that he may or may not know someone who's playing the game, and he may or may not know someone who told them they were very impressed. Understandably, many have speculated that Paris was actually referring to himself.
Can I say this, and I will keep it anonymous.
Anonymous,
innocent.
Okay.
I may or may not have talked to someone that has been playing Starfield.
Whoa!
And they may or may not have gotten me pretty hyped for it, in the sense that this anonymous person said that they're going to be very fascinated to see how it's reviewed just because of the size of what this game is, just how big it is. And I'll leave it at that.
Jez Corden has also been tweeting, and yeah, I'll always refer to them as tweets, and he too seems to be in good spirits. Now I'd like to discuss some sources that aren't necessarily playing the game right now, but who I believe that when it's all said and done, you can trust them to tell you whether or not the game is good or not. Now, some of them are questionable, and you might be surprised at the first one, which is Gaming Bolt. Now, if you're a serious gamer, you know that Gaming Bolt is biased in favor of PlayStation. Often they make videos saying that games are coming to PlayStation, making it seem like they're PlayStation exclusives when actually those games are coming to all of the platforms. But they also have a reputation to protect, and I don't think that they will soil that reputation by claiming that a game is bad when it's actually good. Now, they're going to find some kind of way to put a spin on it because they're not going to like reporting that it's good, but overall, when it's all said and done, I believe that if the game is great, Gaming Bolt will tell you that it's great. The next reviewer is ACG. This guy is legendary. He's a reviewer you want to go to when you want to know more about a game besides whether the game is fun or not.
I just wanted to say thanks to the developers, you know who you are and where you work, who helped me make these videos. Let's begin with part 2 of Walking the Walk for Valhalla. We're going to talk about art, we're going to talk about gameplay, we're going to talk about AI, all the architecture that's built into making an open world game, as well as a lot of Viking history.
He rates games on a scale of whether it's worth a buy, wait for a sale, or just pass on it altogether. Occasionally he will rate a game highly, but recommend to his viewers that they wait on patches due to an abundance of glitches. Angry Joe is also legendary in his style of game reviews, definitely a trustworthy source and also very entertaining.
Fuck it.
Leave a message, thank you.
Christ, take the answering machine. Hey, your old buddy pal, it's me. Corporate commander. I was just kind of sitting around wondering when we were going to make the next Star Wars game together.
Jay Wood is also a great fair-minded reviewer. He doesn't do a lot of technical reviews or analytical breakdowns, but he's great at giving you a sense of whether or not a game is enjoyable or not. He's also great if you're trying to keep up with gaming news, and he releases a video every weekday evening. Luke Stevens is also a great trusted review source. He has no bias when it comes to gaming platforms. If a game is trash in his opinion, he'll definitely let you know, no matter who developed it or if it's an exclusive. But remember, even his opinion is subjective. Like I stated previously, watching gameplay is one of the best ways to determine whether or not you may like a game. My 2 favorite walkthrough creators are The Rad Brad and ESO. Okay guys, this will be the last time that you hear my voice in the video. I know, you're heartbroken, but hey look, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and don't forget to like the video. And now let's get to those honorable mentions.